Alright guys, well today we're going to be doing quite a few things to this guy right here. We got Nerf bars, brake pads, fuel controller, FCI intake to put on this guy. I had to move this out of the way, move the three-wheeler. That leak in there is from the blaster. Now I've got to move the tractor out of the way, and hopefully we can get started. I've never driven the tractor, so this should be pretty interesting, although it is basically an automatic, so it shouldn't be too hard. Anyway, well, let me get this out of the way, and I'll get back with you guys. All right, just thought I'd get a little cold start action for you. I already got the choke guy on. Haven't started it in a couple weeks. Moved out of the way, although I'm not exactly sure I did everything right. Also, may have had a little accident with my truck. Hydroplaned whenever it was raining, and I went through a barbed wire fence. This is why I say I'm not sure I did it right. I probably should have lifted something up or whatever, but it's out of the way. That's what's important. All right, so let me cut this off, get it in the garage, and we'll get started on it. All right, so here's all of our parts we're going to be putting in. Here's the FCI intake. I had to wait forever to get this thing, to get it in green. But bonus, they messed up and they sent me this thing. I paid for the one without an airbox, and they sent me the one with an airbox. So it was like an $85 upgrade. Also got this Wiseco fuel management controller, the brake pads, some exhaust wrap so my kids can actually ride with me again. And I got these off of eBay. Closest ones I could see that were like this one were like $300 or something. I got this for $70 shipped. I'm gonna have to figure out, they did come with the foot peg mounts, but I am gonna have to figure out hardware for that, and I already bought bolts and nuts for that. So one thing I've done on this that you haven't seen yet is I did chain and sprockets on it. I do have a graphics kit coming for it also. So I'm gonna probably start with the Nerf bars just because I'm really curious how it's gonna go. I'm gonna have to take off these foot pegs and this guy here. Not really sure where it's gonna mount in front, but we'll figure that out. So let me get off here, and I'll update you when I get some parts off of here. Okay, I made some progress. I got this side off. There were 2 bolts. These are where the foot pegs go, and then back here is where this mounts. This section right here actually braces this fender, so I have a feeling I'm going to end up cutting this right here and then putting this bracket back on, but we will see. Because I don't see any place for all that other mess to bolt onto here. Maybe right here, but I'm not real sure. So we'll figure that out as we go. As you can see on this side, we got our 2 bolts, and then the third here. I did have to move this on the other side to give myself some clearance to get my socket on there, but all right, well, that's what I got so far. All right, looks like I'm going to be making a trip to the hardware store. Ran into a bit of an issue, and I knew that this was going to happen. I just didn't know what bolt it was going to be. So we got it bolted there. It needs to be shoved over a little more to line these holes up. And then it goes through this bolt here where the bottom A-arm goes through on both sides. And we've added a 1/2 inch of thickness with this mounting on both sides. So now this guy is not long enough. So I am going to go to the hardware store and see what I can find. All right, we got our new bolt. There you go. That's how much longer it is. Should be perfect. It's a good thing I went back because I left that at Tractor Supply, which is obviously not good. So we're going to get this bad rider together, and then we'll probably celebrate with a sick jump or something, or 5. And then do some more work. Not sure what we'll do next. Maybe the rear brake pads. I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably stick with doing the fun stuff and put the intake on and fuel programmer. It's looking good. I know it's white. It's not ideal, but eventually I can paint it or not. It's whatever. It kind of matches this white up here. All right, guys, let me get to it. They're officially on. All mounted up. Those tabs up there sucked down very nicely. I was a little worried about it. As soon as I tightened it, it just sucked down. No space in there. There is a little bit of the bolt sticking out up here, but totally fine. Not a big deal. Now I am going to decided I'm going to cut these guys. So I'm going to cut it right here and right here. Not really sure what I'm going to use. I'm in my dad's shop, or my shop. I knew what I'd use, but I'm not. So I may end up using a a hacksaw. We'll see. But I just thought I would update you guys and show you. As soon as I get those fenders braced, I will go do a couple jumps and try her out. Seems really solid though. Really like it. Gives me a lot of places I can put my feet. Feels a lot less sketchy. And different feet position and all that. If your foot slips off, you got that nice net. Hit back here, you got nice metal instead of that cheap plastic crap. Alright guys, well, give me a minute and I will update you with what I'm doing next. Well, this is what I found to use, so this is what we're gonna do. It's gonna saw it right there. It's gonna take forever, no telling how old this blade is, but that's what we got, so that's what we're using. All right, so next up I'll probably show you after it's already installed on the bike. It surprisingly didn't take too much effort to cut it off with a hacksaw. What I did on this other one is I welded up the ends just so that no moisture could get in there. Even though this is what it is from the factory, never hurts to make it better. So I cleaned it up and just shot it with the only black paint I could find real quick. Probably unnecessary, but I kind of just wanted to play with the welder. That's my welder, and I've only used it on one other thing, so. This is what the finished product looks like. We'll get it on the bike. I'll update you in a sec. Well guys, I'm getting low on battery. I'm going to charge it up for a little bit. I think we're going to call it quits on this video. I think it turned out pretty good. Definitely feels a lot more stable. I can really lean my weight on these guys, help it to turn. Took some getting used to having this heel differently, but I think it looks good. I'm pleased with it. No regrets on cutting this bracket. I'll make a video here in a little bit, but that's going to be the end of this one. Next video will be the air intake and fuel programmer. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you want to see a video on anything, just leave a comment below. Until the next time, take care.